Hello, and welcome everyone to all our new, listeners, viewers. Welcome to our returning viewers, listeners, subscribers. Welcome back. And of course, it's the Diamond League stop right there in Eugene, Oregon, and we're here for that. In a matter of minutes, I suspect that I'll be joined by Rurian. All right, so Rurian will be joining us soon. So in the meantime, let us get some housekeeping matters, out of the way. So guys, just close that X, hit the thumbs up button, so hit the like button, and also hit the subscription button. We can do better with the likes. So let's bring the likes up at this point. All right. So let's work on that and the subscription. All right. We should be able to provide live updates in around 27 minutes when things, get started there. So before we get there, we're going to open the phone line, just for you to call in and share. And also, you can definitely share in the chat while we wait for the events to get on its way. And so, welcome, guys. Remember to close that X and hit the like button. We can do better with the likes for sure. So let's just start doing that right now. And let's start hitting that subscription button for sure. We can do that. So let me just ask for 10 subscribers and let's get the like up to 40 likes right now. We can definitely do that. Also, please comment in the chat. Let me know where you're tuned in from. So if you're dropping your flag, just put the name of the country beside it. Yes, we're still learning. Know some, but perhaps not all. And I don't want to make any mistake where that is concerned. So please just do that. Let us know, which athlete you want to see at this time. So I'm just going to give you an idea of what the program is going to look like. And I've also, just gone to share my screen there just so that you can see the WhatsApp number on screen as well. So welcome. So in terms of the Diamond League events, all right, will the discus throw for women, all right, that one will be there. Pole vault for women, 400-meter hurdles for men, triple jump for women, 100 meters men, all right, 5,000 meters women. There is the 100 meters hurdles for women, but this is not going toward the points in the Diamond League. So I just want to make that clear. We have the 110 meters hurdles for men, all right, 1,500 meters for women, 3,000 meters steeplechase women, shot put men, 200 meters men, 800 meters women, 100 meters women, and then the 1 mile men. That's pretty much the event that will close off, today. At this point, I know a lot of persons have been asking, what do you think about the 100 meters final for women today? All right, as you know, so the lineup as we have it at this time is Darrell Nita. All right, so Darrell Nita of Great Britain. And, Nita here has a time of season best 10.98. All right. Her PB 10.90. We have Twanisha Terry, so TT Terry, season best 11.37 and with a PB of 10.82. All right. Julian Alfred, so the St. Lucian, Whirling Door, 60 meters, champion. I guess right from, well, perhaps that was not recorded, but as it now stands, I guess this is going to be our first, I guess, official somewhat run of the season. So our PB is 1081. All right, Elaine Thompson-Herah. A lot of persons have been asking, and I'm just going to share a little bit. She's opening our season here. 100 first time we're going to see Elaine for this season. And so, we know her PB is 10.54, and there is something special about Eugene and this track. Can you tell me in the chat? Or, give me a call. Would love to hear from you. So 10.54, that's the double Olympic champion. Sha'Carri Richardson. We haven't seen Sha'Carri over 100 meters since the start of the season. We have seen her in a couple of 200s, but her PB 10.65. All right. Marie Jose Talu. All right. So Talu opened our season, let's say our 100 meter season, because we saw her there at the World Relays. So in Jamaica, 10.91, and her PB 10.72. All right, let's go over to cousin Dina Asha Smith. And we haven't seen Asha yet over 100 meters, so 200 meters for sure. All right, so Asha PB is 10.83. All right, Melissa Jefferson. All right, so season best so far 10.94, and her PB 10.82. Over to Brittany Brown to round out, the athletes in this event. 10.90 PB, not seen a season best. So in the context of things, lots of questions, to ask in this one. And so we would love to hear from you in the chat, guys. I'm looking at the likes, and we're not yet at 40 likes. We should be at 50 by now. So just close the X and hit that thumbs up button. All right. So just close the X and hit that thumbs up button, and let's get some housekeeping, out of the way. So the like button as well as the subscription button, and let's get things, going pretty quickly. Not seeing Rurian here just yet. And again, the WhatsApp number is on screen. All right, we would love to hear from you. So give us a call, even if you just want to say hello. And if you're returning here, we have been on the Diamond League stop ever since, the circuit, started. So we're here, just to ensure that you're updated as to what is happening. So welcome. And guys, let us know where you're tuned in from. I'm not even sure if the chat is working at this moment. But close the X, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let us continue to grow stronger together. Those are the easiest ways that you can support us, by hitting the like button, subscription button, and share. There are other ways if you're interested in supporting us, but the easiest ways, like, subscribe, and share. All right, not sure who is here, but let's go and do some roll call. Great Britain, UK, are you here? USA, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Ivory Coast. Who else is here? So that was the 100 meters. So let me just go to some other events while we get ready here. All right, so let me just try and navigate my way here to see how best we can get through the lineup for the Diamond League. So in the context of the discus throw for women, all right, we should see La Loga, all right, of the USA, Valerie of the USA, Sandra, I believe this is Croatia, all right, Yame, Cuba, Joridin, Netherlands, Christine, Germany, and Chioma of Nigeria. All right, so that will be coming up, or I guess starting in about 9 minutes or so. All right, so that is the discus throw for women. All right, pole vault for women, based on what we have here. All right, looks like Rachel, USA, Anika, Canada, Gabriela, USA, and Emily, USA, Robeli, and this looks like Venezuela, Bridget, USA, Sandy, USA, Katie, USA. All right, so that's the pole vault for women. Next, 400-meter hurdles for men. All right, so in this one, we have Malik James King of Jamaica, Trevor of the USA, Rashawn of Jamaica, CJ Allen of USA, Rasmus of Estonia, Gerald, all right, and Jahil, all right, so Jahil there of Jamaica, 400 meters hurdles for men. All right. And then over to the triple jump for women. We have Tia, all right, LaFond in this one. Shanika Ricketts, all right. Lane Yanis, Perez Hernandez, Kimberly Williams, Ketura Orji, Ryan Porter, Jasmine Moore, and Tori Franklin. All right. So that's the triple jump for women. And let's keep going. We have the 100 meters for men. In this one, we have Sandre Davidson of Jamaica, Benjamin Azamati of Ghana, Akeem Blake of Jamaica, Ferdinand Omaniala of Kenya, Christian Coleman of USA, Brandon Icklin of USA, Brandon Carnes of USA, Hiroki Yanagita of Japan, and Rikoy Brathwaite of the British Virgin Islands. All right, so that's the 100 meters for men lineup as we have it at this point. And over to the 5,000 meters for women. All right, Yenawa in this one, Ethiopia, Berke, Ethiopia, Irut, Ethiopia, Pantaye, Ethiopia, Teresia, looks like Kenya here, Danieli, Venezuela, Bosena, Ethiopia, Emily of the USA, Tesige, Ethiopia, Lauren of Australia, Senayet of Ethiopia, Winnie of the USA, Kelly of Norway, looks like, Nozomi of Japan, Lemlem of Ethiopia, Ainadis of Ethiopia, Perwenni of Ethiopia, Ayal of Ethiopia, Sifan Hassan of Netherlands, and looks like we have Tay of Ethiopia. All right, there will be a pacemaker here. Looks like from Canada. All right, so let's see what's next. So after the 5,000, as I shared, we'll have the 100-meter hurdles for women, but no points will be going toward the Diamond League final. So the athletes are participating, but they're not gaining any points from this event here today. So in this one, the 100-meter hurdles for women, we have Masai of US, Alicia of US, Devine of the Bahamas, Tonya of the US, Danielle of Jamaica, Jasmine of Puerto Rico, Nia of USA, Serena of France, and Cindy of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. All right, so that's the 100-meter hurdles for women. The 110-meter hurdles for men, a big event here, I believe. We should see Asia Martinez of Spain, Trey of the USA, Cardell of USA, Daniel Roberts of USA, Grant Holloway of USA, Ansu Parchment of Jamaica, Shunsuki of Japan, Freddie of USA, Jamal of USA. So another good lineup, lots of American athletes in this one for sure. And The 1500 meters for women, we should see Ruknesh of Ethiopia, Georgia of Great Britain, Avitam, Ethiopia, Elise, USA, Linden, Australia, Emily, USA, Sinclair, USA, Lok, Lok, Lokeo of Kenya, Korean of USA, Katie, Great Britain, Jessica, Australia, Nikki, USA, Laura, Great Britain, Elle, USA, and Diribi of Ethiopia. All right, so the 1500 meters for women. At one point, I thought Tracy of Jamaica was in this one, perhaps not, or is it the no? We went through the 800, didn't? Perhaps not. Perhaps not. She's not here. So not seen Adele Tracy, or maybe she's in the 800. We'll see. All right, 3,000 meters steeplechase for women. And my word, I said I promise you guys to show you the jump in this one. Guys, we can do better with the likes. Let's get the likes up to 60 likes and just close the X, hit the like button, and hit that subscription button as well. So the 3,000 meter steeplechase, all right, for women, Belen, Argentina, Marwa, looks like Tunisia, Chrislyn, USA, Parul, India, Sembo, Ethiopia, Gabriel, USA, Reagan, Canada, Kaylee, USA, Jacqueline, Kenya, Courtney, USA, Peru, Uganda, Valerie, USA, Faith, Kenya, Nora, Beatrice, Kenya, and Mutil looks like Bahrain here. All right. So again, welcome, welcome. So that's the 3,000 meters steeplechase. Shot put for men. In this one, we should see Peyton, Tom, Joe, Roger, Parnell, Adrian, Rajindra, and Josh. All right. So that's the shot put for men. 200 meters for men. In this one, we should see Brandon of USA, Ian, Bahamas, Alexander, Dominica, Aaron, Brown, Canada, Joseph, Courtney, Kenneth, Kyrie, Jeremiah. Again, lots of American athletes. Let's go to the next event quickly, the 800 meters. So in this one, we should see Ruknesh of Ethiopia, Nataya, Jamaica, Nia, USA, Sage, USA, Alima, Uganda, Catriona, Australia, Tisige, Ethiopia, Keely, Great Britain, Gemma, Great Britain, and Mary Mora of Kenya. All right, so that's the 800 meters, and we spoke about the 100 meters. So in terms of the 1 mile for men, we have Lamisha, Ethiopia, Cameron, Australia, Cooper, USA, Jake, Great Britain, Mario, Spain, Neil, Great Britain, Kip Corey, Kenya, Cole, USA, Abel, Kenya, Hobbs, USA, Oliver, Australia, JRD, New Zealand, Josh, Great Britain, Yared, USA, Jacob, Norway. All right, so those are the Diamond League events. So, Ruren, I'm just going to come over to you. I know that you're here now. How are you doing? Talk to me about the events. What event or events are you looking forward, to seeing this afternoon?
I hope you can hear me, not actually. Looking forward to all the events, to be honest. Mainly the spring funds for sure. And just to see how people are doing. But that 100 meters race for women, it's going to be a cracker with the quality field that has been assembled. So that's going to be the icing on the cake for me. But, I think we're going to have a good day out there on the track.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. And I'm looking in the chat and I'm seeing God Gaming. Welcome, Ramona. Welcome. So Jamaica is here. Guys, we can do better with the likes. So why not close the X and hit that thumbs up button? All right, we can definitely do better with the likes and the subscriptions for sure. Guys, 10 subscribers. So if you know you're here and this is your first time, just hit the subscription button. If you haven't closed, your X just yet, close it and hit the thumbs up button. All right, again, that's the easiest ways to support us, liking, subscribing, and sharing, sharing, sharing. All right. So, Ruren, you mentioned that you were looking forward to the 100 meters for women. I'm just going to pick you there a little bit since we have a few more minutes before we start, getting in terms of getting into the action there in Oregon. So, in the context of the 100 meters, what what is your prediction in terms of who is going to win? Or let's give me your top three. One, two, three, four.
That's a tough one. I haven't seen the lineup. Um, could you give me the lineup again? I know that we had Talu in there, also um, Thompson-Herah and Sha'Carri as well.
All
So
right.
I
So
know
in
those
this
three
one,
persons will.
you have Darren Nita, Twanisha Terry, Julian Alfred, Elaine Thompson-Era, Sha'Carri Richardson, Marie Jose Talu, Dina Asher Smith, Melissa Jefferson, and Brittany Brown.
All right, so I'm going to go with, Thompson-Herah for first, a second, Talu, a third, Asha Smith from, Asha Smith, and I'm going to say Sha'Carri fourth. So that's my top
Oh,
four. That's my prediction.
all right, wonderful. So far, what we're really saying here, Thompson era for the win. In second, Talu. And in the third spot, Asha Smith. And then in the number four spot, we will see Sha'Carri. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. Anything else you would like to share? Why Elaine though? Why Elaine for the win? Given that we haven't seen her since the start of the season, why do you say Elaine is going to win this one?
All right, so my reason for that is because of how things have panned out. She wasn't able to she wasn't scheduled to do this meet based on what was out there in the media. But the fact that she decided that, oh, this is where I want to be, because of one experience, good experience that she has had at that track, and the fact that it's a formidable field, and she is saying that I want to test my skills here, shows that she is in a good place mentally and physically, and that is why I would select her. Also, because her first run would have been later, I think might have been next month, and for her to go a few days, few weeks in advance of that shows that something good is happening in her camp, and that's why I'm excited to see how she'll perform in today's race.
Okay, so you're pretty much saying then, given the fact that she could open her season somewhere else with less pressure, you're believing that that's an indication of confidence in her abilities to pretty much do well in a very good field here. All right, not hearing from Ruren just
Ye-
yet.
Yes, exactly
Okay.
what I'm saying, Natasha. Exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, wonderful. And so there's also the other aspect of this, guys. Persons that we have been talking about the fact that it could perhaps be a DNS, so Elaine does not show up. That could perhaps be, something too. But I suspect that we're going to see her. And let me just look in the chat, Brian. Welcome, Virginia and Pearline. All right. And Pearline is saying here, Elaine for me, but Sha'Carri is in a better place pertaining to training. So, Brian, you can definitely check out, places where you can see the video. All right. So, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome. We're just a few minutes away from, the diamond events on the track. And what we're asking you to do at this point is to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. So guys, just hit the subscription button, close the X, and hit that subscription button. Since I asked for 10, let us go with 5 subscribers. Let's see if we can do 5 subscribers. And Nashan, welcome, 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 Nashan. Definitely some good runners for sure. All right, so happy to see you there in the chat, Nashan. Welcome, welcome, guys. And, happy to see you when, persons come back, or returning subscribers, viewers, and listeners. Always happy to see you guys, back here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So again, we are about to get connected, and the pole vault should be starting now. And Perline is saying very good lineup. All right, wonderful. Rurian, any thoughts before we get into the action? All right, so what will happen is that the discus throw, all right, is going to happen. The first event on the track is going to be the 400-meter hurdles for men in just about 6 minutes or so. All right, so not missing out. And again, we're here to ensure that you get all the updates. Thank you so much, Nashan. Nashan is saying, I'm going to be here every chance I get. Really appreciate your support, and, really appreciate you being here for sure. So, guys, as you enter, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. Ren, do you have any thoughts that you would like to share with us?
Yes, I just want the athletes to, go out there and do their best. Hopefully they'll get their best race out so that they'll know exactly how they're doing. So I want to wish all the athletes the very best. And, I'm excited to see what will happen as this Diamond League goes on, because I'm thinking we should brace ourselves for some stellar performances from the athletes.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, guys, we're going to go to some music just to connect to our feed and, to get this thing going on as they get on the track for the 400 meters. So, stick and stay, guys. And in the meantime, hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. All right, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome. So it's the 400 meters hurdles for men. And at this point, I can tell you that they're coming out. So again, in this one, we should see James King, Bassett, Rashawn Clark, Allen, Maggie Drummond. All right, so we'll see how this one turns out for sure. All right, so welcome, 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 guys. So please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. All right, and remember that we're here to keep you informed. So stick and stay, man. Tell a friend to tell another friend about the voices in education for sure. All right, so let me just take a quick peek in the chat here just to see, what is happening. All right, so let me just look, and I am seeing that Soji, channel member Carlton Lovelace is in the place. Bless up yourself. And yes, of course, the guys like, share, and subscribe. And sending blessings there from Soji to Rurian Evans. Welcome. And this women's 100 meters is going to be very interesting today. Elaine, Talu, Sha'Carri, Dina, Asha, and Julian are all looking to this. So big clash where only Shelly, Sharika, and Alia Obbs are missing. So let's go back to the 400 meters for hurdles, since that's the event now on the track. Set, and they're off. All right, so a slow start there for the Estonian. All right, so it looks like here Jamaican is in the lead, right? So Jamaica. So let's see, that's Clark still leading. All right, so Clark is having the lead right now. So let us see what happens if Rashawn Clark can maintain this run. It's Rashawn Clark of Jamaica. And now Drummond looks to be coming forward. Oh my, Rashawn hits the hurdle there. And it's going to be, that's a surprise there. Drummond. All right, then Maggie, Allen, then Clark settling for the number 4 spot. It looks like 48:56. That is the flash time there for Gerald Drummond. All right, so just waiting for some official, times. And, Rashawn was doing very well, but perhaps not the best executed run. And, that kind of get into the way and just hitting that hurdle there, just before, the finish line was definitely one that held him back there. And he finished in the number 4 spot. So it's Gerald Drummond taking this, and it's a season best 48:56, followed by Rasmus Maggie of Estonia in second, 48:85. CJ Allen of the USA, 48:99. Rashawn Clark of Jamaica, 49:07. Malik James King of Jamaica, 49:51. Trevor Bassett of the USA, 49:62. And Jahil Hyde of Jamaica, finishing there in the number 7 spot, 49:83. All right, so there you have it. There you have it. That's the official results, all right, for the 400 meters. So right now, I can tell you that the pole vault for women, that is running, as well as the discus throw for women. And the next event, upcoming triple jump, is coming up. And the next event on the track is going to be the 100 meters for men final. And that will come to us in about, let me tell you how many minutes, in about 5 minutes. All right, so that's what is going to happen in about, 5 minutes time. And so we're definitely going to to look at that and keep an eye out on that one. So in the 100 meters, we should see Sandra Davidson of Jamaica, and his season best is 10.15 and PB 10.15. Benjamin Azamati of Ghana, season best 10.23 and PB 9.90. Akeem Blake of Jamaica, all right, season best 10.02, PB 9.89. Ferdinand Omaniala of Kenya, PB 9.77. So, yet to see Ferdinand. Christian Coleman, all right, we have season best 10.04, PB 9.76. Brandon Icklin, PB 9.94, season best 9.94. Brandon Carnes, season best 10.27 and PB 10.01. Hiroki of Japan, PB 10.02, season best 10.02. Rickoy Brathwaite of British Virgin Islands, all right, season best 10.03, PB 10.03. All right, so there you have it. All right, there you have it quickly there in this context. All right, so welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our live coverage here of the Diamond League stuff in Eugene. Kansi, so happy to see you. Of course, it's been a while. We're doing good. Hello to you, Kansi. B.I. Strong. Welcome. And thanks for the big up. Voices in Education and Elaine Time. All right. I see you. So, guys, it's always happy to see you guys returning. All right. So, welcome, Kansi. Lovely. Guys, the easiest ways to support us is by hitting the like button and the subscription button. And of course, if you want to get super in the chat, you can definitely get super. But, hit the like button, subscription button, and share. We have been, here in terms of the Diamond League stop. So we have been following, haven't missed one stop. So we're here on the circuit. But Ruren, I'm going to come over to you quickly as they're about to line up, for the 100 meters for men. So let me just come over to you quickly.
Yes, Natasha Lee, I'm here. A little disappointed with the run from Hyde. He's been around a little bit, for a little while. So I'm hoping that he'll continue to grow from strength to strength. But, hopefully that will happen for him. But a good race there by the Jamaicans, and, good race overall as well. And I'm loving the performances so far. So, yes, interesting races coming up as well. We're going to go to the 100 meters men. That's what's going to be next on the track.
Yeah, and as we talk, they're being introduced right now, so we're going to get there. So I'll just come back to you in a little bit. Ryan, up top.
No worries.
Of course. I see you there in the chat. Welcome up top. Welcome. So right now it's the 100 meters for men. All right, so again, in this one, lane 1, Sandra Davidson, lane 2, Benjamin Azamati, lane 3, Akeem Blake, lane 4, Ferdinand Omaniala, lane 5, Christian Coleman, lane 6, Brandon Icklin, lane 7, Brandon Carnes, lane 8, Hiroki of Japan, and Rickoy in lane 9. And I'm going to quickly say, Akeem Blake, it's between perhaps Akeem Blake and Christian Coleman, but I am cautious with Akeem Blake. As long as he does not false start or stumble out of the blocks, we should see a good race. But, let's see what happens. That's what I'll say there. All right, so, Rickoy there, Brathwaite, just coming out, being introduced. So all 9 athletes are here for this one. Who is going to win? Quickly drop that in the chat. And before the race gets on its way. So the athletes are being called to their marks. All right. So, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So again, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in this one. And not to count out Ferdinand. He's another one there to look out for as well. So welcome, welcome, guys. So set and they're off. All right, Coleman is out and Coleman is going. That looks like Ferdinand, but it's Coleman. Coleman! And Coleman takes this one. All right, and that was a good run there from Coleman. It's Coleman, then Omaniala. So Ferdinand getting the second spot. All right, so Coleman really dominated this one. From start to finish, it was Coleman, but Omaniala had a very strong finish. All right, so let us see. All right, let us see what happens. It looks like 995 for Christian Coleman. All right, and that's a season best. And 998 for Ferdinand Omaniala. All right, and that's a season best. Next, we have Brandon Icklin, 1008, followed by Akeem Blake, 1012. Sandra Davidson with a personal best, so good work here, 1013. And then Ricoy Brathwaite, 1019. Benjamin, 10. So Benjamin Azamati, 1021, season best. Hiroki, all right. Yanagita of Japan, 1026. And Brandon Carnes, 1033. So, and I'm seeing here in the chat, Omaniala and Evans is saying Coleman. So Coleman took this one and, great run there, of course. And Concy is saying, I would love to see Blake of Jamaica take down the area. Okay, but unfortunately did not this time. All right, but good run there. Ruren, I'm coming over to you.
Yes, Natasha Lee, thanks for coming here. Brilliant run there by Coleman, and great run by the guys in general. They really put on a good show. I know you wanted Akeem to do better, but a fairly decent run. It's not a personal best for him, which means that he could have executed a better race, so he could go faster. So at his best, I'm sure he's going to be up there with the likes of Coleman. But awesome race so far. We got 100 meters men's race just now, Natasha.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for sharing. And guys, thanks for sharing in the chat as well. Let's continue to close that X and hit the like button. We should be at about 70 likes by now. And also hit that subscription button as well. 5 subscribers right now. Just close the X, hit the like button, hit the subscription button. Easiest ways to support us. So the next event on the track is going to be the 5,000 meters women, all right, final. And that will begin in about 2 minutes or so. So as usual, we'll try to give you at, different intervals, or points, who is leading. So let me just go to the list that I have here. So we should see Yenawa of Ethiopia, Berkey of Ethiopia, Irut of Ethiopia, Fantaye of Ethiopia, all right, Teresia Mutoni of Kenya, Daniele of Venezuela, Bosina of Ethiopia, Emily of the USA, Tisigi of Ethiopia, Lauren of Australia, Senayet of Ethiopia, Winnie of the USA, Bejer Kelly of Norway, Nozomi of Japan, Lemlem of Ethiopia, Ainadis of Ethiopia, Ferweni of Ethiopia, Ayal of Ethiopia, and Stefan Hassan of the Netherlands. All right, so this is going to be a fantastic run. All right, up top, give me a second. I'll just let you know. Let me try and see to give it to you in Jamaican time. It's going to be about 4:42 Jamaican time. So you can say about 4:40 Jamaican time. All right, so in another hour and about 20 minutes. All right, so that's the time there. All right, so right now it's going to be the 5,000 meters. All right, so the world lead, all right, it's by Beatrice, all right, Chebet of Kenya. All right, 14 minutes, so 14:26:98. All right, and this was done in Doha. All right, and the meeting record here is held by Sege, Gudaf Sege, and this was back in September 17 of 2023. All right, and Lashawn is saying Stefana-san is about to take this one. I am suspecting too, but let's see what happens. So they're being call to the starters line, pretty much there and ready to take off. So we'll provide you with updates at intervals, especially when we can kind of, separate and see, who is leading and, what is happening. So they're off, guys. And this is going to take about 14, 15 minutes. Well, let's say 15 minutes to wrap up, and depending on how the groups, usually these, runs, they'll have some groups, after a few, on our meters in this one. So let's see what happens. So it's the 5,000 meters for women on the track. And after about, let's say, 400 meters, Irut, we have Irut there of Ethiopia, then Senayet, and then Berke, and Ayal, and then Tisigi. So the Ethiopians are pretty much right now from one to seven. All right. So that's what's happening. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Evans is saying it's awesome to see that since Bolt's retirement, the ladies 100 meters with the phenomenal Shelley-Ann Elaine, and I guess Sharika Talu, Dina Asha, and Sha'Carri have been the number one event, has been the number one event for the world to look out for. Yes, and it's good, in that sense to see, women dominating, as you mentioned, because right now it's the 100 meters, for women that is pretty much kind of closing things off. And, usually, as you said with Usain Bolt, they will try to keep, Usain Bolt, for the last. And it's fantastic to see, where the sport is at this point, and very exciting to see what will happen there too in Paris. All right. So welcome, bienvenue. All right. Bonjour, bonjour et bienvenue. So hello and welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right. So Ruren, I'm just going to come over to you quickly to see if there's anything you'd like to share with us.
Yes, Natasha Lee, just want to say to the persons who are here with us that we totally appreciate their company, loving the comments they're sharing in the chat. You guys are so knowledgeable, and when we share we have such a wealth of knowledge that we can be exposed to. So thank you for, participating in the chat. A special thanks to the persons who have closed the chat and like or subscribe to this channel. We appreciate that. And if you haven't done that yet, we're kindly asking you to do so as well. Be a part of this family, be a part of this group, positive movement going forward where we have, a safe space that we can express ourselves so that we are able to enjoy this sport that we love so much. So, as I said before, if you want to get more, information like this, just consider becoming a member of this platform so that you can know when we're going live with different events so that you can be here with us. We totally love your company, and I hope you give this some serious thought. I'm going to pass back over to you, Natasha Lee. Did you get your subscriptions yet? And let's see
I will
how
check.
things
I
are
will
going
check
for the
in a
likes.
moment. But right now, with the 5,000 meters for women, let me just give you an update. After about 1,600 meters, we have Tisigi of Ethiopia. Then we have Te of Ethiopia. Then Halem of Ethiopia. And then Ainadis of Ethiopia. Then Irut of Ethiopia. Fante of Ethiopia, Senayet of Ethiopia, and Helu of Ethiopia. And then we have Bosona of Ethiopia, then Yenawa of Ethiopia, and then Ayal of Ethiopia. So the top 10, all Ethiopians. All right, so that's the update there, just at about 1,600 meters of the 5,000 meters completed. All right, back in the chat, I am seeing Evans saying these ladies are the legendary goats for this event, and I agree. They should be celebrated much more. All right, and definitely. So, guys, really, really appreciate that for sure in terms of what these ladies are doing for track and field. Fantastic, fantastic, and ever just keeping us, glued because everybody wants to see the big race. It's like over the men's side, perhaps you're saying, okay, Lyles, but, perhaps he's going to take it, or we might go to Ferdinand. But, when it comes over to the female, like it could be just anyone's race on that day. You think about Elaine, if she's in her best shape, just being physically, okay, healthy in that sense. Then you think about Sha'Carri, you think about Shelly, Sharika, then you think about Julian because, she's good. And then you can also add, the upcoming Brianna Liston to that. And guys, the Jamaican trials, we want to be here too to talk about this. And for sure, we'll try to see how best we can, bring the USA, trials as well, or at least see how that goes in terms of our schedule. But, for sure, definitely something that we're going to look out for. And, again, everybody is waiting to see this 100 meters for women. And I guess, hopefully, we will be all happy at the end. And hopefully everybody shows up and we can see that fantastic race. So at about 2,400 meters, it looks like Tisigi is in the number one spot of Ethiopia, then Te, Ethiopia, Elam, Ethiopia, Ana, Enadis, Ethiopia, Elu, Ethiopia, Fante, Ethiopia, then Irut, Ethiopia, Bosena, Ethiopia, Senayet, Ethiopia, and then we see Stefan Hassan now just making her way. So Stefan Hassan is just about in the number 10 spot. So Stefan is with that first group and trying to make her way up to the top. All right, so Stefan is there. So 9 Ethiopians ahead of Stefan. But Stefan, as we know how she runs, so we'll see what happens in this one. So again, I'm definitely going to keep you posted. And sometimes in these longer distances, it tends to be a fantastic finish. So once the excitement is there, we'll definitely bring that to you. All right. So it's K right now in the number one spot after 2,800 meters. So we'll definitely keep you posted. And guys, all right, since we it looks like we're at 47 likes, 3 more likes and we'll get to 50. So close the X and hit the thumbs up button. Let's just take it from there and then, let's see what happens. All right, and I'm begging you 5 subscriptions, all right? 5, and we can definitely do that. So let's go. Let's go. So guys, 3 likes. And we get up to 50 and 5 subscriptions. So close the X, hit the like button, hit the subscription button. Easiest ways to support us. All right. So let's do it. Let's do it like Nike. After all, it's the pre-Fontaine, classics. All right. So let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so while we're at that, waiting for the likes, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our live coverage here. All right, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. Remember that this is a safe space where we share and we learn from each other. We do not bash anyone, belittle or disrespect anyone. We understand that we have different views and perspectives, and voices in education, because we want to hear your voice and we want to create that safe space where you can share your voice. So there is so much richness in diversity. And, we want to hear from you and we want you to feel safe, valued, and, find that this is a space where you can always, come back to. So, again, welcome, welcome. So just to let you know, we're at about 3,600 meters in this 5,000 meters run. Tay is in the number 1 spot. All right, Tisigi, number 2. All right, and then Ayanadis in the 3rd spot. Elu, 4th. Next, Irut. And then next, Fante Senayet in the 7th spot. Stefan Asan is now in the number 8 spot. All right, in the number 9 spot, we have Weenie of USA. So look at that. So Weenie is now into this first group. And let's see what happens. Nozomi is now there from Japan as well. All right, so that's the top 10. All right, and we have within the first group a little split. So we have the top 6. All right, so there's a top 6 now ahead, and that's K, Tisigi, Anadis, Helu, Irut, and this is changing. So let's go again. It's Tisigi at 4,000, K, Helu, Halum, and let's see who's next. Ayanadis, and then Irut. Fante. All right, so let's see. Stefan Asan is back down to the number 9 spot. So let's see what happens in this one. And perhaps, let's see. Let's just see what happens in this one. And perhaps just away from that leading group, Asan. So, we'll see what happens here. So not too sure if Asan is going to make it into this one, but we'll see what happens here. So welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome. So 2, 4, 6. So Tai, all right, and then Loma. Let me see here. We have Tai, then Tisigi, then Elam, and then Elu, and then Ayanadis and Irut. So those are the ladies in that first group. All right, and we're at about 4,500 meters. So right now, all right, Tisigi is going forward. Tai is trying to keep that number 1 spot. All right, so it's Tai, Tisigi, Elu is close by. Halum is right there too. All right. Enadis is there. So right now we have a top 5, leading this group with about 300 meters to go. So this one is going to be exciting. All right. So let us see what happens here. So it is Tai. All right, Tisigi, and Halo, top three there. All right, Halem is not too far away, and Inadis. So let us see. But right now, Tisigi is coming forward. All right, from Tay. So Tisigi has taken the lead, and Tay is trying to keep up. All right, Tisigi is going. It's Tisigi. Tay is coming. Tisigi is running. Tay is right there. But look at Tisigi. Let's see who's going to take this one. All right, so look at the race here now. Tay, Tisigi, who is going to pull to the line? It's Tay, Tisigi. They're close by, just neck and neck. Tay, Tisigi. This is exciting. Tisigi goes ahead of Tay. My word. Wow. And it looks like a rural lead. So let us try and see what happens here in this one for sure. All right, so it's Jabra. Oh, it's Tisigi. Let's just leave it there, and hopefully, I'm getting her name. So Ethiopia in the number one spot, and it's 14:18:76, and it's a world lead as well as a personal best. K 14:18:92 season best. Helu with a PB 14:20:61. Ayanadis, all right, PB 14:22:76, all right. And Halem looks like a World Under 20 record. Perhaps that's what this means here. 14:23:71. Irut season best 14:33:44. Stefan Assan to settle for in the number 7 spot, 14:34:38, and that's a season best. Senayet next there in the number 8 spot, all right, with 14:35:27, and Wayne there in the number 9 spot, 14:35:43, and we're just waiting to get some remaining times. All right. All right. Welcome, guys. And Ruren, I'm just going to come over to you to see if I can just get back to my feed. So, Ruren, I'm coming over to you.
Yes, Natasha Lee, I'm here. Great run there by the ladies. Lots of them from Ethiopia, but in the end, well run race by them. And we saw that world leading time there, which is always good. So you can measure yourselves. So good race in that 3,000. Hopefully you guys are supporting us just the same. Remember, close that chat, look for that thumbs up button, click on that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscription button as well. And if you want to know when we're online, when we are going live, please put on that notification, click on that bell, that notification button, and select all so that you can be there with us whenever we are going live or we have any videos that are posted, and you could check it out to see if that's something that you're interested in. And, you can give suggestions of stuff that you are interested in, and we see if we could get those covered for you. But we're totally elated to have you here in our company, and, we want you to, be here with us, whenever we are online. So thank you so much to all the persons who have liked, subscribed, and turned on their notification. We really appreciate you. We appreciate all the persons who are here with us as well. If you're just visiting, you just pop up on this, platform. Thank you for sticking and staying with us as we provide you with, regular updates on this, Diamond League there in Eugene, so that, we can satisfy that love for athletics. So we have that in common where we love athletics. So we'd love for you to just, continue to stick and stay with us, because that is how we'll continue to, grow and bond together. So continue to support us. The simplest way for you to support us is just to like, subscribe, and share. And we are looking forward for you to do that. So if you're here with us and you haven't done that yet, I'm kindly asking you to just do that for us and help us grow this platform. This platform is intended for, everyone to be able to share their voice. We respect other person's opinion so that we are able to express ourselves in a safe space so that everyone is comfortable with this, what we're doing here. So thank you so much for all the support and all the persons who have been supporting us over the years. Back over to you, Natasha.
All right, wonderful, Ruben. Thank you so much. And just to let you know, the next event on the track is going to be the 100-meter hurdles for women. And that comes up in about 3 minutes or so. But this event, all right, will not be counted, toward the Diamond League. So the athletes in this one, they're not getting points for the Diamond League. But just to let you know that it's still a good field here. All right, Massey Russell of USA, Alicia Johnson of USA, Devin Charlton of the Bahamas, Tonya Marshall of the USA, Daniel Williams of Jamaica, Jasmine Camacho Quinn of Puerto Rico, Nia Ali of USA, Serena of France, and Cindy of Great Britain. Welcome, welcome. And let me see here in the chat arena. Welcome. I see the time you have there for Ferdinand. And Concy saying, I wonder who is going to dominate the 100 meters women in this race, even though all the ladies are not in the race. Maybe I guess the athlete from Ivory Coast, Kalu, I suspect you're talking about here, will take it. But I am hoping that Elaine does a good job. All right. Thank you for sharing. Nashan is saying the commentary top notch as always. Thank you so much, Nashan. Really appreciate that. All right, for sure. All right, guys. So, yes, guys, finally see the 50 likes. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. So, can we add 10 more to it? All right. So, let's just close the X and hit the like button and ask for 5 subscribers. Don't get them yet, but I know you're coming, so just hit the subscription button as well. So the athletes are being introduced, all right, for the 100 meters hurdles, all right, for women here. So let us just go to that. And just to tell you, what's going on in this one. So for Marseille, season best 12.67, PB 12:30:36. Alicia, season best 12.57, 12:35, PB. Devine, season best 12.49, 12:44, PB. Tonya, all right, season best 12.42, PB 12.42. Daniel Williams, season best 12:46, 12:32 PB. Jasmine, all right, 12:45 season best and 12:26. All right, PB and Alia. All right, let's see what happens here. So I believe the starters, they are, ready for us. And again, this is a fantastic, field here. So we will see, what happens in this one. So anyone, I believe, can take this one, but, lots to see. So let's see, Queen is there, Siri. Let's see what happens. So they're ready for us. So let's see how this one goes for sure. All right, so let's go. They're ready, ready, ready. So they're being called to their marks. And let's just hope that this one is a good one. Just seeing the screen there on Daniel Williams. All right, let's see. Set. And they're off. Clean start. All right, so looks like the French athlete here is coming. Camacho Quinn. It's the French athlete, Camacho Quinn. It's between those two. And it looks like 12:52. And it's going to go to Serena. So it's Serena taking this one over Camacho Quinn. All right, so it is Serena Samba Mayela, all right, of France, and it's a national record and personal best, so 12:52. Camacho Quinn, all right, so 12:54 in second. Tonya in the number 3 spot, 12:55. Devine in the number 4 spot, 12:63. Alicia in the number 5 spot, 12:65. Daniel Williams in the number 6 spot, 12:65. Cindy in the number 7 spot, 12:76. And we have Nia, 12:80 in the number 8 spot, and in the number 9 spot, Marseille, 12:80. All right, so that's the time there for sure. All right, so and that 12:52 is now Serena's season best, personal best. All right, so Camacho Quinn, there to settle for second, 12:54. Her season best is 12:45, and PB 12:26. So there you go. Samba Mayela taking this one. Absolutely fantastic here. And just to let you know that the next event on the track is going to be the 110-meter hurdles for men. That comes up in about 5 minutes. All right, so let me tell you who is going to be in this one. Asier Martinez of Spain, Trey Cunningham, then Cordell Tinch, Daniel Roberts, Grant Holloway, so those last four athletes, all of the USA, Ansa Parchment, Jamaica, Shunsuke of Japan, Freddie, and Jamal of the USA. So lots of athletes here from the USA, about 7. All right, and then one from Spain and one from Jamaica. Who is going to win this one? So, Ruren, I'm just going to come over to you. Ruren?
It's not actually here. Just want to say good run by the ladies there in that 100 meters hurdles, an obstacle event that, usually cause problems if, you miss your stride, miss your step, and you're unable to adjust. So, good run there by the young ladies. Not the best run for Daniel, but, hopefully things will improve going forward. So good going there by the ladies in the 100 meters hurdles. So I guess the 110 meters hurdles are coming up for the men, and that's going to be really interesting as well, Natasha Lee. I'm not sure who to call on this one.
Well, I'm going to say Holloway, and if Parchment can keep up if he gets a better start, Parchment is always tend to be, I guess, let's say, tend to be a bit slower out of the blocks, so I will see what happens, but perhaps, Holloway, might be going there, and Daniel Roberts, like we can't leave out Daniel Roberts, is looking good, I guess. So perhaps it's going to be between Daniel Roberts, Grant Holloway, and Parchment. Well, the Japanese too, but and the Japanese is perhaps going to be close there. So I would perhaps say, somewhere there between, well, even Cardell could be in this talk as well. All right, but I guess
They're
top four.
these hurdles race definitely they're hard to call, hard to call, hard to call.
Well, let's say all being well in terms of the hurdles, and let's perhaps go with in terms of the top four. I would say Daniel, Cardell, Grant, Ansel, and the Japanese there would round off the number five. So we'll see. So it's going to be let's see. Let's see. I feel that those will be the top five in no particular order. So Cardell, Roberts, Holloway, Parchment, Chunsuki. All right. So we'll see how that goes for sure. And that one is coming up like pretty much right now in a minute or so. So welcome. And all right. How many? I'm Legion. Welcome, welcome. And let me see how many events are they having today. I'll get that to you in a moment. Nashawn Parchment, a big race runner, but I think Holloway is gonna take it, and Evans is saying Holloway. All right, so perhaps Cardell, or is it Cardell or Robert? Yeah. And let's see, Holloway is a big competitor, so good field. And again, we'll see what happens. So let me just go and see what's going to happen in this one. They're being introduced at this point. All right, so let's see what happens in this one for sure. All right, so the athletes, they are coming out, and we're happy to see them, showing up, and we want them to show off. That's why we're here, because we know that they can show up. All right, so perhaps Daniel Roberts might take this one over Holloway, but Holloway is a very good competitor as well. So if I were to choose before this race, let me perhaps go. I perhaps go Roberts, Holloway, Parchment, Cardell, and then Shunsuki. So let's see. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But not to take anything away from any of these, sprinters at this point. Well, some people will say we're pretty early in the season for some of the athletes, and the season is going on fantastic. And, again, I can tell you, Holloway is a fierce competitor, so you can't rule him out. He will run, run, run. But Holloway, I don't know where Patch is going to fall, but let's see what happens. So Roberts, Holloway, maybe Roberts, Holloway, Holloway, Roberts. Let's see what happens. All right, they're being called to their marks at this moment. They're being called to their marks. And let's see what happens. All right, so just there, being called to their marks, getting in their blocks, setting, getting ready. All right, so set, and they're off. Clean start. And the sloppy start there looks like from Parchment, but look at Holloway. Holloway is galloping. Holloway is going. No competition right now for Holloway. Parchment is trying to come up, but look at that. My word, that is Grant Holloway. And it looks like a real leading time for Holloway. It was just Holloway. He is in a league by himself. My word, he was just running. And the time I am seeing here is 13.03, and it's a real leading time. And then Daniel Roberts had to settle for the second spot, 13.13. Freddie Crittenden All right, season best here, 13-1-6. Parchment came back really good to get this number 4 spot, 13-28. And Trey Cunningham, season best, 13-29. Asier of Spain next, 13-31. Shunsuki next, 13-33. Jamal next, 13-36. And Cordell had to settle for 13-38 in that number 9 spot. All right. And Nashan in the chat is saying Holloway in a league of his own right now. They gotta catch up for sure. I mean, he was running, but as I said, with Ansel, like I don't know what happened. Like his start, but perhaps it's just something that cannot be fixed. But he did well to come back in that number 4 spot. You understand? Like he did well. He did pretty well to come back in that number 4 spot. Trust me. But I am telling you, Holloway, all the way. Rural, I'm coming all the way over to you. What are your views on this one? Like exciting. Let me hear from you. It's Holloway, all the way. Over to you,
Oh,
Rural.
not actually. This one was amazing, really amazing run by Grant Holloway there. He from the gun went off. He started attacking the hurdles and he attacked right through. And I'm with Nashan on this one. He is in a league by himself there. Good finish there by Roberts, he was closing in on Holloway at the end there, but I think Holloway knew that he had that one pouched already. But an impressive run by Grant Holloway, and showing his worth as it relates to this 110 meters hurdles. As you mentioned, Parchment, Parchment has a sluggish start, but, did fairly well, as you said, just to come back into that fourth place, for the race. So it needs to get a little bit of work in that first half of his race if he's going to challenge, competitors like Roberts and Holloway. Back over to you, Natasha.
Wonderful. I don't know. Parchment is usually slow, but something was just totally off with this one. It's almost as if he was going to topple over. But, happy to see him, come back. As we know, he has a strong finish. But, getting that start right is critical in terms of going back to get this Olympic gold medal if this is going to happen. But I tell you, Holloway. He was fantastic, going all the way. All right, guys, welcome. If you're just tuning in, please remember to hit the like button, share button, subscription button. We should be at 70 likes by now. So let's just take it 5 likes, 5 subscriptions. All right. So hit the like and subscription button. Garnell, welcome. All right, you're asking about the results for the men's 100 meters. So let me just tell you that, pretty quickly, but certainly not Akeem. So it's Christian Coleman, 9.95. Ferdinand, all right, of Kenya there in second, 9.98. Then Brandon Icklin, 10.08. Akeem Blake of Jamaica, 10.12. Then Sandre Davis of Jamaica, 10.13, which is a PB for Sandre. And then Recoy Brathwaite of British Virgin Islands, 10.19. Benjamin Azamati of Ghana, 10.21. And Hiroki Yanagita of Japan, 10.26. Brandon Carnes of the US in the number 9 spot, 10.33. So that's the result there for you, Garnell. All right, just to let you guys know that the next event on the track is going to be the 1500 meters for women, and that is pretty much right now. So I guess the athletes, yes, they're on the track. So let me just quickly tell you. Worknesh, Ethiopia, Georgia, Great Britain, Abitam, Ethiopia, Elise, USA, Linden, Australia, Emily, USA, Sinclair, USA, Lokoyo, Kenya, Korean, USA, Katie, Great Britain, Jessica, Paula of Australia, Nikki, USA, Laura, Great Britain, Elle, USA, and Diribi, Ethiopia. So we'll try to give you this too in at certain points. So we'll see how this one goes. But hopping over to you quickly there, Rurian, just to get a sense of where you are and if you have any further updates. All right, so not
Just
hearing
loving
from.
what I'm seeing, actually. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, no worries. Just loving what I'm seeing so far. Some good performances coming through, and just anticipating that big one that is coming up next. Well, let's see what will happen in the 1500 meters race here for the females.
All right, wonderful. And let me tell you, John Leone is in the house. So St.
Leave
Lucia
us.
is here for Julian Alfred. Ruben, we're still hearing you on this side. So St. Lucia is here for Julian Alfred. I like it. Me love it. Me love it. But right now, the women's 1500 meters, they're about to get off. And so we're waiting for them to start. So, I like it. So, welcome, guys. So, John, you need to bring out all the St. Lucians, so we can run up the subscription over here. All right. So, Team Julian is in the house. All right. Welcome. And, guys, hit the like button, man, and the subscription button. All right. So, let me know who you're here to see. All right. So, welcome. So as you come on over, please hit the like button, subscription button, and share. Tell all the persons in the USA, man, all the persons in St. Lucia, UK, wherever you're tuned in from, Jamaica. We need some more. Let us continue to grow stronger together. So, guys, we can bring you, better programming. So that's a part of us in terms of building this platform. So support us the easiest way that you can. The easiest way is, liking, subscribing, and if you want to get super, much appreciated. All right, so still waiting for this 1500 meters to get on its way. All right, and we'll see what happens in this one. All right, so the starters, I suspect that they're getting ready or perhaps waiting for the triple jump. So we're seeing Porter there. So perhaps waiting for this athlete to take her jump. So soon I'll update you as to what is happening in the events on the field, in the field. All right, so welcome. So guys, 4 likes, 4 persons hit the like button. Let's get to 60, and 5 persons hit the subscription button. All right, so 4 and 5. Let's do it quickly. All right, I see some persons just hitting it right now, just now. All right, so let's go. We can do it. 3 more likes and we should get there. I am wondering why they have this long hold for the 1500 meters. And let's see. I guess they're about to start at this point. Okay, the start has gone, perhaps it was being replaced. All right, so it looks like they're ready now. Because it's hard when they're out and waiting for too long. I never like that. So we'll see what happens. There's a pacer in this one. So they're in the set position and they're off. All right, so we'll update you at, intervals as to what is happening as best as we can. All right, so Jazz of Canada is the pace maker in this one. All right, so will definitely, let you know what is going on. All right, looks like here, let's see what happens. We have Deribe, L, Jessica, Laura, Locoyo. Looks like those are the athletes that we have in that order, barring the pacemaker. So we will see if this continues. All right. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So just to let you know what's going on in this one, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So Deribe, L, Jessica, Laura, Lokeo, all right, and Linden. All right, so that's the order that we have there, and we'll definitely keep you posted as to who is going to take this one. But welcome, welcome. And John is saying big respect to Jamaica, one love, one Caribe family. All right, muy bien, one Caribbean family for sure. Muy bien. All right, so welcome, 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 guys. Right, I like to see that in terms of the likes. Thank you so much for getting us to that number. All right, 4 more, and we get to 65. Let's keep going. Let's keep hitting the subscription button. All right, 5 subscriptions. All right, and we can definitely do it. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, so as you pop in, all right, let's do it. So let's tell you what's going on now. It's Deribe, Jessica Hall, and Elle, then Laura, then Emily, then Nikki. All right, so we'll see, what happens here. All right, so welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our coverage here, Voices in Education. So welcome, welcome. Deribe is still there holding down the number 1 spot. All right. So just to let you know, it's the final bell now. All right. So Deribe is still in the number 1 spot. So let us see what happens here. So Deribe with some space there, holding the number 1 spot. Let's see what happens. Pierre is in second. Hull is in third. Muir is in fourth. And look at it. It's Hull now going ahead of Pierre. Derive is still in the number 1 spot. So it's Derive. Hull in second. All right, let's see what happens here. Hull is trying to come. Will Hull get there? Derive is holding on. Pierre is going. And I suspect here that Derive is going to hold on. Look at Hull. Hull is going and Pierre is trying to come back. So let us see if Hull is going to make it. And yes, she does. Just at the line. Just at the line there. So let us just see the time here. Just trying to get some times for you, just to let you know. So Deribe of Ethiopia with a PB 353.75. Jessica All of Australia next in the number 2 spot, 355.97. Then L St. Pierre of the USA PB. So it's a PB for Jessica as well. 356.00. Then we have Laura, all right, in the number 4 spot, 356.35. In the number 5 spot, Nikki, season best, 359.64. And that was a season best for Laura as well. PB for Emily, 359.76. Katie, in the number 7 spot, 40024, season best there. Georgia, Great Britain, PB 40041. Next, we have Sinclair, season best 40043. Next, Abitam 40044. Next, Lokoyo, 40109. In the number 12 spot, Linden, 40197. In the number 13 spot, Elise with a season best 40308. And Korean in the number 14 spot, 40491. And it's a DNS for work Nesh. All right, so there you have it. All right, that was the 1500 meters for women. The next event that is coming up on the track is the 3000 meters steeplechase for women. And that is something that will, give you at, different intervals sometime as to, who is leading in that one. So we'll let you know as that, get on its way in just about a minute or so. And the shot put for men is coming up as well. But let's go to the discus throw for women just to tell you the final results. So Valerie of the USA, number one, 67.36. Yame Perez of Cuba, 67.25. And then Jorinde with a season best of Netherlands, 64.88. Sandra next, 64.69. Kristen next, 62.24. And La Luga, 62.01. And then Chioma, 59.90. All right, so that's the discus throw for women. And then the pole vault for women. Let's see if they have some results here. What I am seeing at this moment, Emily of the USA in the number one spot. All right, Emily of the USA in the number one spot, season best 4.63. So this is the pole vault for women. Katie Moon of USA 4.53. Robiles of Venezuela 4.53. Gabriela of USA 4.43. Bridget of USA 4.43. Anika of Canada 4.28. Rachel of the USA 4.28. And Sandy of the USA DNS. All right, so that's what we have there for the pole vault for women. The triple jump is still, going, I guess. So let's just wait to get some official results. But right now it's Leonis of Cuba that is leading. All right, so in that one, so I'll definitely keep you posted as to what is happening there in the triple jump in terms of when the official results are available. So again, right now we should be having the 3000 meters steeplechase for women. So just waiting for that to get on its way. Then next in the field, shot put for men, followed by the 200 meters for men's final. Then the 800 meters women, followed by the big event, the 100 meters for women, and the 1 mile men that will end, the close of things there in Eugene. So, Rurian, I'm just going to come over to you.
It's not necessarily big events coming up, and that's interesting to see, coming forward. So that 100 meters one, that's going to be tasty. I'm sure that's going to be a really good one, and just can't wait to see what will happen as it relates to that one. It's interesting to see how they will actually finish, and just to get a sense of where athletes are with preparation for the 100 meters race there, knowing that this is an election year, not an election year, but an Olympic year. And, that's coming up later on, and see how we can possibly predict how the medals will fall. Over to you, Natasha.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, there, Ruben, for sharing. Of course, thank you. All right, so guys, once you're here, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for staying with us, sticking and staying with us, of course. And so right now, the athletes there from the steeplechase, they're getting ready to begin. So that's going to take us a little bit of time, so we are here and we're going to keep you posted at, intervals, what is happening there in the steeplechase. So roll call, roll call. Let us see who is here. Comment in the chat and, let us see who is here. So guys, I'm going to ask you for 5 subscriptions, just 5. All right, so close the X. All right, and hit the subscription button. The steeplechase is off. And again, we'll keep you posted as to what is happening there. All right, so just close the chat, guys, and hit the like button and the subscription button. All right, so just do that. And let me just switch the screen here. So welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome to our coverage here of the Diamond League Stop in Eugene, Oregon. And as we know, so thank you to that one person out of the 5. All right, 4 more to go from the subscription. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can definitely do it. Thank you so much. Again, we really appreciate, your support, guys, and, thanks for sticking and staying with us. This platform can only get, bigger and better. All right. So again, we're looking forward to that big 100 meters run. All right. Definitely looking forward to see, what is going to happen in that. And that for sure is something that, everyone is expecting to see. So welcome, welcome. So, Ruren, I'm coming over to you just to hear from you, what's happening, what's going on, anything else you'd like to share. But before we do that, let me just give you a sense of what is happening in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. So after 1,200 meters, we have Beatrice of Kenya, then Perut of Uganda, then Mutil, looks like Bahrain, then Faith of Kenya, then Sembo of Ethiopia. So that's the top 5 there. So just coming over to you, Ruren.
It's not actually the steeplechase on track there, and the ladies doing really well. But I'm sure everyone in the chatter who's on this coverage there, anticipating that 100 meters race that will be coming up in a bit from now. But I'd love if the persons in the chat would indicate how they think this one will finish. Who will be in first? Who will be in the second spot? And who will be in the third spot? So if you could sound off in the chat, please let us know what is happening in that regard, because we'd love to get your views on that. So back over to you, Natasha.
All right, so I can let you know that Johnny Leone is definitely here for Julian. And what Johnny is saying is that, if Julian is racing, I would like her to do a good time, but I guess not to, go too powerful in terms of, making our way to the Olympics. It's very early, somewhat early. And just, the aim is to be injury free, leading to the Olympic Games. So that's where, Julian needs to give, her all. So that's what, John is sharing here in the chat. And we can definitely understand and appreciate that, because that's where it's going to count, in a big way for sure. All right, so after 1,600 meters, we have Beatrice of Kenya, Perut of Uganda, Mutil, looks like Bahrain, Faith of Kenya, then Sembo of Ethiopia. So top five there. All right. So just to let you know, that's the top five. But I can tell you that the top two right now is Beatrice and Perut. So they're pretty much just a little bit ahead of, you know, persons there on the track. So those two are clearly ahead. Then we have a next set close by in terms of twos, but a little space there. And they're now jumping over that water thing that, we saw it on track. And it was more than what we are seeing on TV. And I'm going to go back on the track to do a live on that so that you can get a better sense of, how and where these athletes are jumping. So welcome, guys. As I guess we try to build back our number here on the live. Just hit the like button, hit the share button, and also hit the subscription button. So John, tell some other persons over St. Lucia to come on over and tell them that, they should comment in the chat and say, John invited me over. All right. So welcome. All right, Ruren, I'm just going to check in with you quickly just to find out, if you have anything else you'd like to share at this point.
Not necessarily, Natasha, just loving the support that we're getting. Big up to John and all the other persons who are there in the chat, sending off their message and their love. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate your company with us here. Back over to you, Natasha.
All right, wonderful. And Davian is in the chat. Welcome. Elaine is going to run, and hopefully she shows up. She's going to run at about 4:42, so about 4:40. So in the next 20 minutes or so, we should have that 100 meters, on track. So guys, we're here and we're ready for that for sure. So right now it's a 3,000 meters steeplechase for women, and after about 2,800 meters, it's Beatrice, then Perut, then Faith, then Sembo, and Courtney. But, this is changing as they get closer to the finish. All right, Winston, welcome. And Winston is saying Elaine is going to win. And, guys, well, let me just wait until this race, ends. And then we perhaps can chip in a little bit and talk about that because, we kind of started that conversation somewhat, but, let's see what happens in this context. So we're here just waiting for the 3,000, meters steeplechase for women to come to an end. And Perut looks like, let's see what happens here on the final lap. All right, so these two athletes are running very closely. So that's Perut and Beatrice. All right, so it's Beatrice right now, and Perut is close by. So let us see, it's between Beatrice and Perut. Who is going to take it as they're doing this jump here? This one not in the water, but let's see, it's Beatrice and Perut. All right, so Beatrice is leading. Perut is there. All right, so close. And I tell you, now they go for this water jump. And it's Beatrice. All right, so one more barrier, I believe, to go. So let us see. These two are clearly ahead of the field. Perut comes for the jump, and look at Perut. Perut is sprinting away, and it looks like Perut is going to take this one. What a timing! My word, she celebrates before crossing the line. So it is Perut over Beatrice. So Perut, and the time is 8:55:09. It's a national record, a world leading time, and a personal best. All right, so Beatrice is next there in the second spot, 8:56:51. All right, Faith is in the number three spot, and that's 9:04:45, and that's a season best. And next is Sembo, 9:07:26, and that's the season best. And it looks like Valerie is next here, 9:14:29, and that's a PB. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. So, definitely. So, some athletes there just getting ready. But in the meantime, Ruren, I'm just going to come over to you. I don't know if you saw the finish there, between Peru of Uganda and Beatrice of Kenya, just to hear, your views on that one. So the next event on the track is going to be the 200 meters men final in about 4 minutes. So let me just hop over to you, Rurian.
Yes, for sure. Beautiful finish there to the race. Usually these races are not so, competitive toward the end, but, that was lovely to see that the ladies could put in such good performances, and that was a stellar finish. So really good to see that sort of competition and finishing of such a race. Not necessarily. Back over to you.
All right, Ruren, I'm just going to leave it with you just for a little bit so I can just get some technicalities started here. So if you
No
could just
worries,
hold it
no
down.
worries, no
All right,
worries.
wonderful.
Just want to say thanks again to all the persons who have tuned in, you know, to this coverage, to this update that we're having of this diamond meet here that's going on in Eugene. Really appreciate your company. Really love your comments and the information that you're sharing with us. Really appreciate the fact that you're willing to share your knowledge, and that's what we do on this platform. We share and we learn from each other, knowing that this is a safe space for us to thrive. So that's awesome that you could be with here with us. And we'd love if you could stay with us whenever we have anything, any other Diamond League or anything else that's related to athletics or sports or otherwise as well, because this platform covers a wide range of stuff. We go current affairs, sports, and we do some Spanish Fridays, some Spanish, some French as well, some good educational stuff, plus sports. So it's a nice blend, nice mixture, nice melting pot of stuff that happens here. And what the most important thing is the persons who are tuned in here, we are like a family. And if you want to be a part of this family, please just subscribe to this channel. When you come here, you support us in the way you can. Give us a like, share this out with your friends so that they too can become family members and be a part of this this platform, this positive platform. So again, if you're here, you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is a good time for you to do so. Please let us know if you have subscribed, if it is your first time here, so we can give you a warm Voices in Education welcome. So, that we can acknowledge your presence, and so that you know how wonderful and how appreciative we are of having you here. So please go ahead and let us know if you're new here, if you have just subscribed, just like we will always be happy to, give you a shout out. So, Natasha, I'm not sure if you're ready for us
Yeah,
again. I'm going to pass back over to you.
wonderful. Thank you so much. So, just to let you know, the 200 meters for men is pretty much coming up, should be happening, any second, any moment now. In this one, we should see Brandon Carnes, Ian Kerr, and perhaps not too sure if Brandon is going to show up for this one. So, Brandon of the USA, Ian of the Bahamas. Alexander Ogando of the Dominican Republic, Aaron Brown of Canada, Joseph, all right, Fanbule of, I believe, Liberia here, Courtney Lindsay of the USA, Kennick Bednarek of the USA, Kyrie King of the USA, and Jeremiah Curry of the USA. All right, so we'll definitely see, what happens here in this one for sure. So just waiting to see, what happens in this run. So it is the 200 meters for men coming up, guys. Thanks for being here. Just looking back in the chat here, Winston here saying Elaine is going to win. Davian is saying I'm here for Elaine, but generally want to support all athletes heading into Paris. Good commentary as usual, guys. Thank you so much. And John, Elaine Thompson will surprise the world at the Olympics. I kind of have the feeling. But, I was talking the other day and I was saying, I've listened to Elaine and she is confident. And, that gives me, some indication that she's comfortable where she's at. And I don't know if today is going to be a no-show or what, but I hope she shows up. But then the question is, if you're going to open your season, why open it under so much pressure? Like Elaine is no longer a Nike athlete, so she did not have to show up, right? It's Nike's, Prefontaine Classic there. Like she did not have to show up. Initially, we heard that she was going to, open her season, I believe, in Grenada. And so, with, I guess, less pressure. But let's see what happens. It could be, she just trying to test out something here. Not too sure what's happening, but for sure, a lot of us were very excited to see Elaine up against Sha'Carri. It's a good feel. Sha'Carri, Halu, Dina Asha, Julian. So it's a very good feel, and I suspect that we'll see a lot of these ladies once they're good and healthy and okay in the Olympic 100 meters final. So perhaps we might see four or so from here in that final, and of course Shirley Sharika of Jamaica, also to be in this one. So Carnes, Kerr, Ogando, Brown, Fanbule, Lindsay, Bednarek, King, and Curry. That's your 200 meters for men lineup. So we're about to see this one. All right, so they're being called to their marks. So let's see what happens in this one. All right. All right, let's see what happens in this one. Set. And they're off. All right, so Courtney Lindsay there with some good running. All right, so Benderek, Kenneth is there. And yep, it looks like it's Kenneth taking this one of the USA. All right, so Kenneth, and it looks like the flash time is 19.89. So it's Bednarek of the USA, then Courtney Lindsay of the USA with 20.09 in the number 2 spot, followed by Kyrie King of the USA and with 20.15. Then Fanbule, all right, of Liberia there, 20.16 in the number 4 spot. Next, Ogando of Dominica, 20.27. And next, Aaron Brown of Canada in the number 6 spot, 20.47. Jeremiah Curry of USA in the number 7 spot, 20.69. Followed by Brandon Carnes, season best, 20.83. And then Ian Carr of the Bahamas, 20.87. They're rounding out the number 9 spot. But it's Bednarek for you with this one. So, Rurian, coming over to you just to find out if, you have anything to share about this one or, anything else. So next on
A
the track,
solid,
no, go ahead.
yeah, no worries. Solid performance there by the men in the 200 meters race there. They look pretty comfortable and look like, they could push a little bit harder in this one, but an easy run through there, and the athlete there, he really looked pretty comfortable, really looked good. So back over to you, Natasha.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. So, guys, can I get 4 subscriptions and 4 likes? 4 subscriptions and 4 likes. So close the X, touch that thumbs up button and also hit that subscription button as well. All right, so the shot put for men, all right, that is running. All right, and we just witnessed the 200 meters for men. The next event on the track is going to be the 800 meters for women in another minute or so. All right, and then after that, it's the 100 meters for women. So, guys, tell your friend them that they need to come over right now. It's getting closer and closer, and you do not want to miss this. All right, you don't want to miss it. So, it's getting closer and closer to that time. So, let me just look at the 800 meters lineup for women. All right, we're seeing Worknesh in this one. Nataya Gould, the Worknesh of Ethiopia. Nataya Gould topping of Jamaica. Nia Akins of USA. Sage of USA. Alima of Uganda. Catriona of Australia. Tisige of Ethiopia. Keely of Great Britain, Gemma of Great Britain, and Mary Mora of Kenya. All right, so that's the 800 meters lineup for you. And let me just tell you what's going on in terms of the triple jump final, just the official results. So Perez Hernandez Soleanis of Cuba took this one, 14.73. All right, Tia Lafond, next 14.62. Next, Shanika Ricketts of Jamaica with a season best of 14.55. Next, Ketura of the USA, 14.13. Next, Tori Franklin of USA, 13.97. Next, Jasmine Moore of USA, 13.93. Next, Kimberly Williams in the number 7 spot of Jamaica, 13.74, followed by Ryan Porter of the USA, 12.79. So there you have it, the triple jump. All right, so the triple jump there. And we're here waiting for the 800 meters for women. All right, so that's pretty much what we're waiting for right now to get us to the 100 meters. All right, so tell your friend that now is the time for them to come on over. So the ladies are being introduced, and we're just going to wait for this one to get on its way. All right, so roll call. Who is there? So thank you for the likes. So 3 more likes, guys. 3 more likes. So 1 like there, 3 more likes. And yes, guys, 3 more likes, 3 more subscriptions. All right, so let's do it. We can do it. We can do it. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. We can definitely do it. All right, so 3 more likes, 3 more subscription. Who's gonna do it? Let's keep going, guys. All right, so again, the athletes are coming in for the 800 meters for women. All right, so we'll definitely let you know what's happening in this one for sure. And everybody, will be on their seats. I hope I can I hope I can bring you guys through the 100 meters for women and I don't get, like dumbstruck or, something happening here, but we'll see, guys. We'll do our best as always. So, guys, let's get the likes up and let's get the live chat up again in terms of numbers. It's coming to that time where we're going to see the 100 meters, but right now, let's get the 800 meters out of the way. We need to get that out of the way first. And then the 100 meters final. So, Ruren, I'm going to come over to you. All right, not hearing from
Yes,
Ruren. So
Natasha,
let's get
exciting times ahead, exciting times ahead. So that's great. So we have the 800 meters on track, and next up is the big race, probably the biggest race of the athletic season so far.
so
Natasha,
far. I
I
agree.
stand
Just,
corrected
just to let
here.
you know that the 800 meters, they're off. All right, so just to let you know, not to cut you out there, but they're going. Right now, it's Mary Mora in the lead. Alima is close by, and Tisigi, Gemma, Gould tapping. So we'll keep an eye out on this one for sure. But I get what you're saying there, Ruren, and I agree with you that this is going to be the biggest in terms of sprint race, for the season so far. And perhaps the only bigger we'll see might be at the Olympic Games and then at the Diamond League final. But 500, 600 meters, and it's Mary Mora, and then Tisige. All right, Alima. All right, so let's see. Gemma of Great Britain there. So not 800, sorry, my bad. 600, the race is 800. So 700 meters, and it's Mary Mora, Alima of Uganda. All right, and then Tisige. So let us see. It's a big one. They're going, and the top three here very close. All right, as well as Nia looks to be in there. All right, so it's a big race here. All right, Keely of Great Britain. Keely, looks like Keely of Great Britain. Mary Moore trying to get by, but Keely is going. And it looks like Keely here of Great Britain is going to take this one. Yes, and Keely Hodgkinson of Great Britain with a rare leading time of 1:55.78. And Mary Mora, season best, 1:56.71. All right. And then next here, Gemma Ricci of Great Britain, season best, 1:57.45. Next, Nia Akins of the USA, season best, 1:57.98. Next, Alima of Uganda, 1:58.18, followed by Catriona of Australia, season best 1:58.44. Next, Sage Erta of the USA, season best 1:58.48. Next, Tisige Duguma of Ethiopia, 1:58.70. Next, in the number 9 spot of Jamaica, Natoya Gultapin, 1:59.92. Rutnesh Mesili of Ethiopia, rounding out that number 10 spot, 2:01.53. All right, welcome, welcome. And John is saying, I'm enjoying the coverage. I am happy for this live. Thank you so much, John. We really appreciate the comments. And one more, guys, and we get to the 70 likes in the chat there. And you know which event is coming up next. And you don't give me the 5 subscriptions yet. Come, 2 subscribers, quick and fast. And 1 like, quick and fast. Let's get it out of the way before the big 100 meters. It's the 100 meters for women, coming up. What I say it's doing, it's coming up right now. Now is the time for it. All right, we're pretty much at the time. We don't even have a minute to spare. So let me just wait and let me tell you who is in this one. Darrell Nita of Great Britain. Twanisha Terry, our TT Terry of the USA. Julian Alfred of St. Lucia. All right. Elaine Thompson-Herah of Jamaica. Sha'Carri Richardson of the USA. Mary Jose, I love to say Jose, but Jose Talou Simmet of Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. Cousin Dina Asha Simmet of Great Britain. Melissa Jefferson. Brittany Brown of the USA. So, guys, give with a little like and the subscription and let us go over to the 100 meters. But, Rural, quickly. You gave me your predictions. You want to tell us again quickly.
I'm not even remember. I said we're gonna have Thompson first. It's gonna be Talu
Hello,
second,
second.
and cousin yes,
Asha, third.
and
And
cousin
you said
Asha
Shakari.
third, and Shakari fourth.
Shakari fourth. Yes, that's what
Yes.
you said. All right, so we'll see. So Thompson-Herah for the win. Let's see. What are you guys saying in the chat? Comment quickly. Don't let the race go on and you not saying anything. Comment quickly. But it looks like everyone is here. Look at
And
Elaine.
not actually,
Elaine is coming out. Yes?
yeah, I predicted that he's going to run 10.87. So hopefully that
All right.
comes in as well.
Sha'Carri Richardson comes
Guys in
out
the
with
chat,
her
predict
game
the
face.
time for the winner, please.
Sha'Carri Richardson comes out with her game face. No, Talu. Sister Talu is out. All right. And this looks like Cousin Dina Asher Smith is coming out, guys. All right. So this one is going to be a big one. All right. And then Melissa Jefferson. All right. Coming out. And then finally, Brittany Brown of the USA. So, guys, let us see with that sandwich that Sha'Carri is in, will she perform here very well? So, Sha'Carri is pretty much next to Elaine and Talu. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, they're on their mark. Oh, my word. Let's see what happens with this one. I'm feeling a little bit nervous here, guys. Just looking at Julian Alfred there. TT Terry
Put
still there.
Guys, put your
Hold on.
predictions in the chat.
All right, we're ready, set. And they're off. Clean start. All right. Julian Alfred is out. Sha'Carri Richardson is going. And Sha'Carri Richardson. Julian Alfred, Sha'Carri Richardson take this one easily. And it looks like 10-7-7, but Elaine was nowhere to be found, and I just missed my little thing here. But it's Sha'Carri Richardson, Alfred, Asha Smith, and then perhaps Darrell Nita. All right, so it's Sha'Carri Richardson. It looks like the official time is 10:83. That's a season best. Julian Alfred, 10:93, season best. Dina Asher Smith, 10:98, season best. Darrell Nita, 11 seconds. Melissa Jefferson, 11:02. Talu, 11:05. Tanisha Terry with a season best 11:19, Brittany Brown season best 11:21, and Elaine Thompson-Herah season best 11:30. And Sha'Carri is on top of the world right now. I don't know how you guys are feeling the chat. The chat is quiet, but I can tell you it's Sha'Carri for the win and Elaine had to settle for the last place. And I am a bit surprised with Talu's time as well. I don't know, Ruren. I'm coming over to you, but congratulations to Sha'Carri Richardson. A very good run here. especially since we're just seeing her in the 100, meters. It's the first time we're seeing Sha'Carri, but Sha'Carri there right now posing with Mary Mora. But I'm going to come over to you, Ryan, just to hear, your
Yes, I
thoughts.
am here, and I'm just going to say that's a shocking run there by Shakari. I wasn't expecting that, but she has been doing well since last year, and is an athlete that we cannot write off in any way or form. She has gained a lot of confidence from that world champion win in last year, and she is coming out and representing herself very well, and she looks like a well-oiled machine. She's running really really well, and I must pause here, Natasha Lee, to big up Justin anywhere he's at, because I know that Justin is
Absolutely.
Shakari's number one fan, and so I'm just bigging up, but a great run there by Shakari. And just to go down the field to talk about my predictions were woefully off. Cousin Dina represented well for me, or the best for me based on my predictions. I was disappointed in the run by Kalu, and Elaine Thompson doesn't look to be herself yet. But it's good to see her out there and performing. She was in the reckoning in the first 20, 30 meters of it, but after that, I'm not sure what happened and things fell away. So, sad that's how it worked out and then for her, but sometimes you just need to get back out there in that competitive field, and things will slowly start coming back together. But lots of determination and expectation on the shoulders of all these athletes, and kudos to them for turning up and performing at their best.
All right. So, Rura, you mentioned something, and I want to pick up on that in the context of Elaine. You said Elaine came out, in that first 30, 40 meters. So, could this be a tactical race where Elaine is just testing her start? I don't know. Because, remember when we're talking about this, we're saying, if she's opening her season, why would she want to participate in, a race with this caliber field? But it could be tactical in the sense too, where, they're testing the start, because you mentioned that, she came like the first 30 meters or so, she was there, and after that she faded right to the very last spot there. And so is that what could this be? Was she perhaps, in terms of maybe what she got to show up at this event? Was it a business decision, or was it a tactical one in terms of testing her start among some of the top athletes, in the sense that perhaps she might not get this opportunity again before the Olympic Games? So this is perhaps one of the best way to test the start. So was it something like that? I don't know. We don't know. We're just assuming. But because you mentioned, that she was out in those first, 30 meters or so, we wanted to kind of ask you that. But for sure, Julian Alfred, she did fantastic. And, Sha'Carri here, season best. And, not the world lead. I think the world leading time is 10:77, perhaps by Jasha Spears. And so, but this is a fantastic run if this is, our first run in terms of the 100 meters here. So again, very, very fantastic there. So I'm just going to come over to you with all those things and let you unpack that and share what you would like to share.
Okay, Natasha Lee. And we don't know, and I will not pretend like I know. It's dependent on how you look on the situation. It depends on the objectives of the coach, and Elaine Thompson-Herah herself. So, it could be a case where they decided that, oh, we want to test your start and see how, you are holding up. It could be that. it could be a case where they say, we could earn some money from just being here, just turning up and performing, even though we know that we're not where we want to be, or probably we haven't gotten to the stage where we're in, a good position to put up good competition. So I'm not sure where the decisions are. And we could look on the flip side of that too, where we're saying you want to go out there to put in a good performance so that you can build on your confidence. If you know sports very well, then persons will tell you that winning is a habit. And, that would be something that's etched on her mind now because, of that field, she finished in last place there. And I'm not sure how that will affect her confidence going forward. But I'm going to look on it from the positive side. I'm happy that she was confident enough to go out there and represent herself. Probably knowing that she's not yet at the best condition or in terms of her fitness, but she wanted to go out there to to perform, and she did that. So, hopefully she'll continue to grow from strength to strength, and she'll be able to pick up the pieces and work on the areas in which she is, she needs to work on in order to get a better race executed. But nevertheless, I think, as I said, it's good to see her. Lots of us were anticipating this one, and lots of us have lots of questions now based on the performance that we just saw. But you know, hopefully things will go north for her going forward. Back over to you, Natasha.
Wonderful, wonderful. Some good points there, and perhaps, and just to let you know that the 1 mile men event is on the track, so that's closing the championships here. So we'll let who is who is taking this one. So right now it's Abel, Kenya, and then Jacob of Norway, then Yared, USA, then Jake of Great Britain, Cole of USA. All right, so you mentioned some good points there, Rurian, but then again, when I think about it, if it's their first race, you're perhaps not going to go out, hard in terms of trying to win. And I guess if the coach, based on whatever program, they want to peak at the right time. And I'm just looking in the chat here. Johnny is saying thank you. Julian Alfred, just want you to be injury free. All right, wonderful. These professional athletes are very smart. They do not want to go hard in the very first race. It's a long way to go. All right, and Perline is saying Sha'Carri will be the Olympic champion this time. And, we'll see what happens. So you can definitely, stay with us so that we can, see what happens in this one for sure. All right. So just to let you know that, it is what it is. The 1 mile men event is on the track, and we can take a couple of quick calls. So if you're interested to call us, the WhatsApp number is on screen. You can give us a call. Would love to hear from you before we close out here. So I suspect we'll be here for another 4 minutes or so. So we would love to hear from you. So again, it's the 1 mile event on the track. And we'll see. Right now, it looks like Josh is leading over Jacob, and we'll just wait, followed by Yared, then Cole, then Neil, then Kip Corey. All right, so we'll see how this one turns out for sure. But I know persons are leaving, but do not leave without hitting the like button and the subscription button, and ensure that you turn on your post notification as well. All right, that is definitely important in this one. All right, so welcome again. If you're just tuning in, you would have missed all the excitement, but just one final event on the track there. and we're pretty much getting, ready to wrap this one up. So it's the 1 mile event, and that's what is happening there. And we'll just wait for the final. But right now it's Josh and Jacob. All right, they are racing here, and we'll see what happens as they get closer to the line. It's Josh and Jacob. Josh and Jacob. Jacob is running. Josh is going. Who is going to take it? And it looks like Josh. And the time it looks to be 3:45:36. So that's going to be 3:45:34. So that's going to be a new world leading time. And we're also getting that it's a personal best for Josh Kerr and a national record. So Josh Kerr of Great Britain taking that one. In second, we have Jacob, all right, of Norway, their season best, 3:45:60. Next, Yared of USA, season best, 3:46:22. Followed by Neil of Great Britain, 3:47:74. And that's a PB for Neil. Next, Jake of Great Britain with a PB of 3:47:83. Next, Kip Corey of Kenya with a season best of 3:48:59. Then we have Cole in the number 7 spot, 3:48:95. So those are the times that we have so far that we can share with you. All right, Ruren, just coming over to you to find out if you have, any thoughts, final thoughts before we close this one out.
Yes, Natasha Lee, I just want to say, a good Diamond League that we saw there. Not all my expectations were met in terms of the performances, but I must commend each and everyone who stick and stayed with us here today. My expectations were met on that part there. And if you're here, you haven't liked, subscribed yet, please do so before you leave. But just want you to know that we totally appreciate you being here and hope you will come and join us in the future. Remember to turn on your post notifications so you know when we're here so you can be here with us as well. Back over to you, Natasha.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And thank you so much for all your great contributions. As always, Ruren, really appreciate you being here with us for sure. So, just to let you know that the next Diamond League stop is going to be in Oslo, all right, and that should be on May 30th, 2024. So that should be on next Thursday, about. So we'll see what will happen in that one in terms of, bringing that to you. And I suspect that is where our athlete, said is going to, the next time he touches the track, he's going to break, Usain's record. And so for sure, if you want to see that happen, then, you need to be here. So Fred Curley, I believe he will be in Oslo. So we will see what happens then. But I'm going to perhaps try and see if I get on the track for later to just talk about, what has happened. But we'll see what happens. Oh, Davian, I see you there in the chat. And Davian is saying, well, for sure, we now have confirmation that Elaine is healthy and injury-free. She has lots of work ahead, but I'm trusting her coaching team. Wonderful. And Nashan is saying, until next time, respect. And thank you so much, Nashan. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you so much for making it Voices in Education. And most importantly, thank you so much for maintaining our safe space where, everyone feels, a sense of belonging, where you feel valued. All right, remember to exercise self-care, take care of you, and blessings and love, everyone. See you in the next live. I might be on trackside later on this evening, so ensure that you have your post notification turned on. All right, bye for now, and I'll see you soon in the next live. Again, blessings and love.